Welcome to the Isle of Rum, where I am absolutely flippin' drenched. So I've come over to Rum and I'm here for a week, and the plan is to do the Rum Cuillin traverse and also go around the whole island, like do a loop of the whole island. So I just realised that I already look like I've been here for a week. I'm staying for a week, but I've been here for about an hour. The reason I look like I've been here for a week, right, is because I've had 2 hours sleep, got absolutely drenched, felt kind of sick on the ferry, and here we are. Woo! Meaty! Ideally I wanted to do the Cuillin traverse first, but I've obviously had to see what the weather was like, and I've literally been staring at like 5 different weather apps for the last 24 hours, and yeah, it's not, it's okay now actually. Like down here it looks really nice, but up there not so much. So I decided this morning I'll do the coast route first. Then I had to decide which way round I was going to do the coast route, and everything in me kind of wanted to go the other way because the wind and the rain are coming from the south at the moment, and I'm currently heading south, which means I'm probably going to camp in the wind and the rain hitting me on that side of the island. So in my head I want to go that way, but this is kind of damage limitation for tomorrow and Sunday because it looks worse. So the wind, especially like Saturday night, looks horrendous, so I'd rather be on that side of the island tomorrow night. It's Friday at the moment, by the way. So yeah, that's why I've decided to do it, but it's making me question it because I'm looking over there and it looks quite nice. There's like little bits of sun, blue sky, a tiny bit earlier, but you know, you have to just make a decision sometimes and like go with it, don't you? I'm kind of surprised I'm the only one coming this way, but because there was other people on the ferry, like it was like a Cotswold outdoor convention on the ferry, like everyone had like packs and like this, you know, outdoor kit and whatever. But I don't know if some people went ahead of me because I was fanning around putting my Gatorades on and my waterproof trousers and stuff, so there could be people that have gone ahead this way, or they've gone and done other stuff, all of them, I don't know. But there is a bothy around this way, so I don't know if I'm going to stay in it. I'll just see. Depends, isn't it? You know the sketch. Just depends. Everything depends. On a trip like this, just everything depends. On what? I don't know, but just depends. We just make it up. We see what happens. We deal with everything as it comes. It's very wet underfoot though, and the rivers, well, I just did the first river crossing and it was fine, it was okay, but a bit sketch, and there are some dodgy ones on here, so anyway, we'll just see. I'm so excited. Hey, on the plus side, no midges, although I did find some back down there because I was sheltered from the wind and they did pop up a little bit. I think they missed me, to be fair, but the feeling's not mutual. But yeah, right now, no midges, boys. Right, come on in. Let's be having you. Let's stop yakking on, is it? I'm so excited. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone for now. probably hear the river behind me. It's a bit of a beast. I haven't been down to it yet, but I can see two people like going further up. So I think rather than bothering going down there, obviously they can't get across. So I'm gonna scoot my way a bit further up where they've gone. I'm pretty sure in the guidebook Graham, because obviously every guidebook is written by Graham now. If you don't know what I'm on about, the Cape Wrath Trail one, I called him Guidebook Graham. Anyway, Guidebook Graham mentioned that this is a treacherous river if it's in spate. This place is incredible, by the way. Like literally, oh, my little GoPro, as usual, it just doesn't stand a freaking chance. Mate, this is insane. That bothy looks insane. But I don't think I'm going to stay in it because it looks like there's already people there and these people are going there, so I think there'll be quite a few people there, so I might just carry on if I can even get across this river. If not, I'll be camping over here. Oh wow. Oh my god, yay. Some sun. So for those of you that followed my Cape Wrath journey, and if you watched the video that I did afterwards about the kit, this is my new way of doing my breakfast without my thermos pot. I'm not a massive fan of it, but it does save me bringing the thermos pot. I don't like drinking out of this because this gets hot and then I'm burning my lips, so I can't really drink it for a while, which is annoying because I actually like my coffee really hot. So we're going to give that like a 2 out of 10. And then the porridge, because you're putting in water and you don't really know how much you need. I'm starting to get the hang of it. And about, for 2 porridge sachets, about 250ml of water, because you pour off the water and then you just need to leave about 250 in there. And then I just chuck the sachets in and mix it. And if it's a bit too wet, then I pop that like on the top that way up to let it thicken up a bit. But as you can see today, we're gone a bit stodged, so I think I did a little bit not enough water. So yeah, I'm gonna give this whole setup like a 3 out of 10 compared to having a thermos, which is obviously a 10. If I'd have just left 10 minutes earlier, this wouldn't have happened. Yes, I'd be out in it, but my tent would be dry, all my kit would be dry in my bag with a cover on it, and I'd be walking getting wet, but still. See, people moan about these tents being that you have to pitch the inner first, which is true, and that is like, I've never really had a drama with that, but you can put it away inner first. Yes. Sort of. It's not the easiest, but you can. That was meant to be all serene, and then I lost my leg. Oh god. Oh god. It's really in there, boys. Come on. Christ. That was emotional. Oh, well, that spoiled that serene footage, didn't it? Oh god, I can't get up. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Back to the nice pretty forest. fireplace. She's writing on there, look. Tiny. It's either a kid's bed or for really small people. Why do these places never have a roof? It's always the roof that goes first, isn't it? Not useful when it starts absolutely honking it down on me. I don't know if I'm going to sit here and wait for it to stop raining or not, because, you know, it could be hours. So this morning, right, when I was in the tent, oh my god, it rained for ages, and I just sat there like, what am I going to do? I didn't leave where I camped this morning until like 10:30, which is like really late for when you're, you know, camping. But then this is my holiday, so I was just like, meh, whatever. Tick o'clock. Let's get him off before he embeds himself. Bye. So this is where it's like completely pathless, which I love because I get to just make it up. But I'm going to aim for roughly where that little divot is for there. I've just seen some deer there a second ago. Don't you feel like these rocks just look like a bit like trolls? Like especially that one. And one of these mountains, and it might be actually just up here, is actually called, okay, I can't remember what it's called, but it means something like Hill of the Trolls or something to do with trolls. It translates as, and it's because years and years ago, like when the first people inhabited this island, don't ask me who they are because I can't remember, I read this in the guidebook. Cheers, Graham. All of the noise, so there's massive colonies of Manx shearwater here, which I haven't heard yet, but I probably will when I go on the Cuillin, because their burrows are up there, and they come in at night. And so those people that first came here, when they used to hear the sound of them all coming in, they thought that it was trolls on this mountain or one of these mountains. But now I feel like they look like trolls as well. Anyway, thought of the hour. Guess who's been to Rum? Kenny! Guess around this boy. I've got to take at least one piece. Yeah, you're right. Good selfie. I literally just looked up, shot myself. They were there looking at me. They are funny though. because I'm camped outside the bothy and there's people in there, so they're going to think I'm a weirdo, because they're obviously not going to know that I'm filming. They're going to think I'm talking to myself, which I do anyway, but still. So yeah, I camped outside the bothy last night, and I could have stayed in the bothy. There was 2 people in there, and I just thought, meh, I'll just camp outside. Oh my god, as soon as I started trying to put the tent up, like, instantly regretted it. I'm sure it's because I said yesterday morning that it's never been a drama for me pitching inside first on this tent. It was a nightmare because, right, it was because it was so windy, but the trouble was I pitched this in the wind before and it's fine. I couldn't get the outer sheet on because every time I usually stand with my back to the wind, obviously throw it over and the wind takes it over and then you can pin down the one side, but the wind was like swirling. So the second I'd like throw it over, it would like blow it back up again, like over my head. Honestly, it was like a scene from like Carry On Camping or something. It was ridiculous. I eventually got it up, but like even when I was getting the top sheet on, the actual tent itself, it was ripping the pegs out and like flinging the tent over. I tried to film it, but then the battery died on the camera and the camera blew over, so I was like, oh, screw it. So yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a drama, and everything got wet then, see, because the inner tent was obviously not covered, so the inside of the tent was wet. But it was actually fine, like, everything was wet, I was wet, but once I'd got in, wiped the floor down, got the mat inflated so I could get on it, and then got changed out of my wet stuff into the dry stuff that was in my bag, I was actually fine, got some food like that, and it was not that bad. But then, super windy overnight, like, mega windy, and it's still windy now. It comes in like spurts because of the wind direction. It's kind of coming down the glen but then like swirling round every so often and then getting me, because I'm sheltered by the bothy really, but because it's swirling it's getting me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have some breakfast now. All of my clothes are still wet but that's okay. I've just changed into these. I didn't sleep in these. I think this happened because the guy in the bothy was like, oh, good luck with the camping, I hope it's alright and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I've had worse. The second I got out, the wind was like, oh, I had worse, have you? Right. Poosh. It's funny, got that from you. It's a challenge, Just happy to be here, boys. Happy to be here. It stinks of fish and it's really sloppy. And look how cool it is. Watch this beast. Although it's not very wide, it's deep. That's not even touching the floor. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be up to my waist. I'm starting to think I'm going to have to get my kegs off for this one. I'll try a little bit further, and then I think I'm going to have to get my kit off. I've walked for about 1 kilometre now, but it seems to be getting a bit more rocky. See there, it's looking a bit more rough. So I'm thinking if that's rocky and shallower, that might be alright, but I've thought that a few times already, so and then it hasn't been, so let's go and have a look. See, there's bits like this where it's alright here, but over there, I guarantee that goes deep because all the water's coming down and it's hitting this corner. So I bet you I would get to there and go in deep, which I just don't want to end up like getting a bit swept. Like I'd be okay, but if someone gets soaking, do you know what I mean? I don't want to be swimming with my backpack on. Like I'm sure I'd manage to get up, but I just don't want to be drenched. And all my kit drenched either. So I'm just going to keep walking. Oh hi viewer, thanks for tuning back in. I've now been walking up this river for 3 days. It's not showing any sign of ending or me getting across it. So I think this might be my life now, actually. So yeah. Have a nice life too. Oh, I'm not going to get across that either, am I? I saw that rock and I thought, oh, maybe I can do something there. Don't know. Now I'm here, I'm like, probably not. I'd have to jump. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Yes! Get in! I have not been so wet in my entire camping life. Hello from the campsite in Kinloch. Probably should have spoke to you a while ago because I've been here for hours and it's now 10 PM and I've been here since like 3:30. But I've been busy trying to dry stuff because everything got soaked. Like my tent was sopping, like my clothes were sopping, all my stuff was sopping. So yeah, anyway, right, let's just go back to where I left you on the river. So I changed the plan not long after I filmed the last bit that you saw. I changed the plan. So I've got the map out, so I'm going to show you. We're going to do this briefly because I've just burst my camping map. I'm actually livid. All I did was put my hand on it and like leant, whatever the word is, and it's literally just burst. Look. Can you see? Look out. See that? The whole thing is split there. So I've got something hopefully that will fix it in my pack. Shit, which is over in the thing. I'm gonna have to go and get it. Anyway, I need to sort that out. But so I changed plan today. I'll show you what I've done so far, and then what I was meant to do today, and then what I've actually done today. I don't know if you care about this, but I'm going to show you anyway. I've got the map. So, this is Rum. Oh, that's the shadow of the thing. I've got kitchen roll everywhere, by the way, because There's a tiny little like post office shop thing in Kinloch. This is the only village on Rum, and it has a tiny little post office thing which opens for like 2 hours a day, maybe every day, don't really know, but it was open for 2 hours a day. So I bought a kitchen roll because everything was drenched, and like the tent, and so I've wrapped loads of stuff in kitchen roll. Anyway, to continue. So this is the map of the whole of Rum. This, oh, I don't know if you can see because the bloody light. So that's Kinloch, which is where I am now. This is where the campsite is, and this is where I started because this is where you get the ferry into. So I've walked around here, and then I camped on the first night. There's the bothy. So I camped about here on the first night, and then I went. This was the second day, all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way around here, all the way. Is that where the bothy is? Oh, okay, that's where the bothy is. So to there. And then today I was supposed to go up to Kilmorey and then cut down the glen and then come back to Kinloch. So I was supposed to finish here today anyway, because then tomorrow and Tuesday I want to do the Rum Cuillin, which is all here. So I needed to be here. But obviously when I got to the river, so this is the river where I got stuck earlier, I had to start going up it because I needed to cross it. And I ended up going like so far up. I was only about 1.5 kilometres from the end of the glen by the time I actually managed to cross it. So I did manage to cross it with a jump eventually. But yeah, I was so far up. But I basically decided, rather than going all the way back down, to go to Kilmorey just to have a look, basically. Like I wasn't going to have time to stay there or anything because I want to do the Cuillin. To then come all the way back up to go there, I thought I may as well just carry on up that glen, come back to Kinloch early so that I can like dry all my stuff because I was absolutely drenched, and like sort out food and just get a bit more sleep and be ready for tomorrow basically. And then because I'll still have time after I've done the Cuillin Traverse, I could go back and camp up here then, up at Kilmorey. So I thought rather than doing a fly-in visit, because once I've seen it, it wouldn't be as exciting to go back to, and I'd rather go and like camp there and stuff because it looks really cool. So yeah, that's what happened. And there's a little like wooden shack thing on this campsite. So the campsite's really chill. It's literally just like an area of grass, and you just book it on pitchup.com, whatever it is. You literally don't go and book in or anything, you just do it online. And there's like one toilet and 2 little shower cubicle things, and then there's this like wooden shack thing in the middle of the field where you can just like hang stuff. So I've literally taken over it and hung so much stuff in there, and I've literally got stuff hanging up in here as well. I'm desperately trying to get stuff dry because I really don't want to head up onto the ridge tomorrow with wet kit. So anyway, I'm going to stop yakking now because I need to try and fix my bloody camping mat. I'm sure I had more stuff to say, but I can't remember because I've just been distracted by an exploding camping mat. So I'll see you tomorrow. Finally got my first look at the Cuillin. Oh. Still some cloud shifting up there, but it's now or never, boys. It's now or never. So I'm in Corrie Dube, and I've already come up here up the river. This is my trusty mountain leader piece of grass. I'm not a mountain leader, but they always do this. And then I've just crossed that dam there, that bit of water, And now I'm gonna head off up here because I'm heading up towards Halaval. And this is what it looks like. Not Halaval, but the ascent that I'm about to do. I'm really nervous about this, I'm not gonna lie. Just thought I'd tell you. I know it'll be fine. I just have to take my time and use my fucking brain, sorry to swear, and just not, you know, get stressed about it, and then it's fine. The thing with me is, right, I can't cope with labels. I know that sounds dumb, but as soon as you call this like the Rum Cuillin Traverse, and it's a route and other people do it and blah blah blah, my brain just goes, oh god. Whereas if someone just said to me, right Sarah, get from one end of these mountains to the other end any way you feel safe and any way you feel you can, I'd be like, okay. And it sounds really ridiculous. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but it's because it's a thing, and when it's a thing, I panic. I don't know what it is, it's really stupid. And then also, a guy on the way up told me that it's really hard. And I was like, mate, why have you just told me that? I know it's my choice how I take it, but right now I'm taking it as, you're telling me I'm gonna die. Please don't do that. I can tell I'm nervous now because I'm just talking utter shit. Right, come on, let's get into we can do this mode. Okay, if anyone's coming to do this, the ascent of Halaval, I'm probably not saying it right, absolutely fine. Don't panic about that bit. Probably panic about the next bit, I don't know. Let you know, I got a glimpse of it before and shat my pants. Not literally, but there's still time, you know? There's still time for pants shatting activities. That's a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm not gonna... maybe I can. That's about all you're gonna get, boys. I'm just gonna return. It's scarier than it looks, okay? How stunning is that? So this will be where I walked. So on my coastal walk, I'll have come below there. Duck out the window so you can actually hear me. Right, maybe you can actually hear me now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making my way up there. I'm gonna see what it's like. If I think it's gonna take me ages because I need to be really slow and careful, I might come back down and camp here because it's 5 o'clock. I'd love to camp over there, I think, ideally. But either way, it doesn't really matter, I could camp here, so. But I feel like I want to go and have a look first. I'm a big fan of going to have a look. It's kind of the way I get myself to do things. I just tell myself I'm going to have a look. Next thing you know, I've done the whole thing. Honestly, it works. It's just all of a sudden cleared and the wind's gone. I could camp here. Oh my god, do you know what? I'm gonna camp there. Because look at the view. And there's no wind. I mean, obviously that's subject to change during the night. It's not gonna be the comfiest, but that'll be fine. Let's face it, it's not gonna be comfy anyway. I've got no air mat. My air mat's flat. My repair failed. Oh my god, it's all opened up. I'm putting my tent up. I can run back there to get water from that puddle. I can't get in it. I was trying to do a nice scene. I can't get in the damn food. Where can I get in this? teeth will do it. Hello, I don't know if you can actually see me or not, but I'm just having a brew and a dark chocolate bounty for my dessert. I just seen like a herd of deer and I didn't expect to see them like all the way up here. There's so many deer there. But I could hear them come in because they sound like they're coughing. That's the only way I can describe it. They sound like they got COVID. That's how you know they're coming, because you can just hear this like deep cough all the time. By the way, one more thing. Sorry, I'm just munching bounty, but I just remembered. I googled it. It was the Vikings. It was the Vikings that came here and named Trolleval, I think it is. They named it Trolleval because the Manxshire water noise sounded like trolls. These things are crazy. I'm spying on them. I just saw one flap past the tent. This is so cool. It's a good job I know what these are. Can you imagine coming up here and not knowing about them? Jesus. Okay, this has been absolutely amazing to witness. But I'm kind of done now. Can someone just get me a shotgun? Chef's kiss. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm quite nervous again. I've not quite shit my pants yet, but like I said yesterday, that could still happen. But I think it's going to be fine, because Guidebook Graham assures me that we don't have to go straight up those scary looking slab bits that's right in front of me. We can contour around. There's like a faint path that goes to the east, and then we have to scramble up the east side. I'm just a bit gutted that it's rained, because it means everything's a bit wet, and also that it's kind of clagged over now, which is slightly annoying. But, you know, it might just clear when I'm on there, hopefully. One can hope. Hey, nah, I'll be fine. Oh, look here. Faint path. Guidebook Graham saves the day again. Legend. Thank you, Graham. I think these are all the little Manxshire water burrows. Look, how cute are these? I don't know if the camera's showing you properly, really. There's lots of like little holes, little doorways into the grass. They won't be in now because they bugger off in the day, because they're prey for, I think it's brown rats or something, and probably other things. But yeah, they bugger off in the day and then they come back at night, as I heard last night. Evidence of last night's bird rave. Doesn't look bad from this angle at all. Like that's where I was camped, just like over there. This bit is that slabby bit, so it's that really, because on the front of that obviously it's just a big slab, so that must be like a grade 3 on the front of that. I would have thought, you know, if you can climb then that'll be actually class. Not for me though, you know. Not today. Woohoo! So now I've got to see how tricky the descent is. Graham, the guidebook man, said it's fine, so you know, we all love Graham. Quick look at my map again. So I'm on the summit of Askerval here, and I need to head down the west ridge. Lorraine's back. I'm just at the Bealach. I always say Bealach, but I think it's actually Bealach. That's what I heard someone say recently anyway. And that descent from Askerval is, in the words of Guidebook Graham, presents no real problem. That was fine. So from the Bealach now, I can see the next boys who look rather intimidating, but then you've got to remember everything looks intimidating from far away. So we got this, she says. I've just topped up my snack pockets in my pack and I'm munching on some scampi fries, bitches. So yeah, Trolleval next. Woo! That's the true summit of Trolleval. Is that how you say it? It's that anyway. So I'm going to go down here. Oh, thank God you're still there.
Yeah, it looks like scratched off a bit earlier there, I think, Dave, didn't you? What's that? Sort of coming down to that point. Concentrate on your feet.
I know.
Worry me.
Don't worry. You're just worried I'm going to fall and take you out with my massive backpack.
Look easy, won't no hands.
Show my pants. Don't want to lose all my footage. I'd cry. Bit of scrambling, but it's not a drama. Like if you really wanted to use on this bit, I suppose, to make it a bit more wheelie, maybe not in the wind. Yeah, this ridge is really cool. So this is Harris down here. Harris is in the one on Rum, but just in the distance, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but I can definitely see the Outer Hebrides. How cool is that? You need to come here when the views open up. My God, look at it. It's just incredible. I actually love it. I'm not surprised. But oh, definitely come here. Like Rum, put it on your list. It's amazing. I just can't get it. I can't get over that I was over there. There's Sky. I think that's Sky. Is that Sky? Yeah. Wait, I don't know. I'm confused. Or maybe it's Sky beyond that, actually. Oh no, I think that is Sky. That's the bottom bit of Sky, and then the Cuillin would be like over there. Yeah, and then that's the mainland. In fact, that's my leg. I can see it. Oh, this is really cool. I love it here. I never want to leave. Sleeping like a child, so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. So I'm just on the descent to the Bothy. You can just see it like down there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's down there. I think this is the sketchiest bit I've done all day, all weekend. Because it's like all like scree, but then there's these massive crags off here. So you feel like you're just gonna scree run off a crag. I don't even know where the bit, I'm pretty sure it's here that I need to get down. I'm just getting down really precariously in case that bit is not okay. Honestly, I think this is the worst bit. Godspeed to me. Look at my hair. I look like Krusty the Clown. Don't care. Yeah, that was definitely the sketchiest bit that I've done today. Because it's all wet and loose, and you just feel like you're going to come flying off one of these crags up there. Because you're like trying to go across. But you know, survived it, so. Well, still got to get down there, but this looks fine. Yoo-hoo-hoo! Look at me. I can't go over my hair. Should probably do something about it. Nah. Okay, I think we might be alright now. I don't want to speak too soon, because last time I said it was alright, but it wasn't. I'm not going to say it's alright, actually, until I'm down there. In the rocks now, and that is fine. Woohoo! Oh, Jesus. Fucking Christ. Right, I tell you what, that's sent. Me and Graham need to have a chat about this. Honestly, that was disgusting. It was like rocky, loose, crap. I can't cope with my hair. I look like some kind of trucker or farmer or something. Yeah, it was loose, craggy, wet, bushy. Everything that you don't want in a descent, that was. And, do you know the worst bit about this? Graham just leaves you on your own for this bit. Graham just like, you know, brushes over this bit. He's pretty much just like, yeah, just get down. Graham, where was your fucking help with this bit, mate? Like, you've been grand all day. This bit, you were lacking. I knew I'd find something that this Graham was shit at in this guidebook, because I always find something. I can't really say anything. I don't think I could write a good guidebook. Oh my god, can you imagine if I wrote a guidebook? Be like, be fine, just climb down the bushes. Two little sleeping platforms there. Whoa, loads of bugs. Huh, class. Let's go and have a look at the other room, is it? Ah, small beds. How good's that? And another fire. This is such a good bothy. I swear I say that about every single bothy I come into. Oh, can it be out the window? Sick. I think I might stay. Why do they always have to put skulls in them? Oh! It's freezing! Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. So I picked up these two books, right? Because basically my phone battery is dying. Well, it's not. I've got like 65%, but my battery pack has died. So I've switched my phone off, it's in my pocket. And I realised, actually, because my watch battery is literally on the verge of being dead, I was like, oh, my phone dies, I won't know what time it is. That's like the main thing. Like, I literally won't know what time it is if my phone dies now. So yeah, because I can't go on my phone or look at anything, I was like, what should I do? Then obviously there's that big shelf of books, so I picked up these two books, right? One is about knots, because every single time I go to tie up the strings on my tent, I think to myself, I am shit at knots. Like, I just don't know any, like, other than like literally the most basic, you know, how to tie your shoelace type thing. So yeah, I picked up the knot book because I thought I'm going to find myself a knot to tie up the strings on my tent. And then I also picked up this Cairngorm John, which sounded quite good. It's absolutely huge, so I'm obviously not going to read. Well, literally I'm not going to read any of it because... So I had a little look at the knot one and I read like a few pages, but to be honest, I wasn't taking it in because that's what I'd usually do when I'm trying to read stuff. And then, so I sacked that and then I started reading Cairngorm John. I say I started reading Cairngorm John. Cairngorm John, not Cairngorm. That was hard. I think I read like 2 lines, if that, and then I was like, oh, I'm quite tired. So I just lay down and I've been asleep for like the last, don't know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So it's now like almost 10 o'clock. I've been here for hours, but I've been asleep. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I don't know how much more I'm gonna film because I've only got like half a battery left in this now, and then I've got one of the GoPro battery, and then again I've got nothing. I can't charge it, so I don't know like how much more I'm gonna film.
Sleeping like a child, so luminous and fine.